great pleasure having you with us, and Merry Christmas, unfortunately. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Well, talking about the continuous violation of the Israeli occupation armies and all around, not only in the Gaza Strip, and concerning the violation of the ceasefire agreement, preventing even passing into the second phase of the ceasefire agreement and the reconstruction of Gaza, and also expanding the areas under their control, under the so-called the yellow line, from 53% to 60%. What it takes, your point of view, to get Israel, again to be abiding to the international law? They are really beyond any international humanitarian law.
Well, all the nations, all the people know that the dream of the Israeli government is to occupy the West Bank and Gaza and immigrate all Palestinian people from Palestine to kill the Palestinian issue forever, and especially by the pressures which made by Donald Trump and Egypt and Qatar and Turkey on Israel to move to the second phase. So Israel answered by make many pressures on Gaza, on the West Bank. They try to take many advantages before moving to the second phase. So what is happening by Israeli army is a kind of making pressure on United States and and Egypt and Qatar. Try to make some changes in the second phase conditions, try to take some land. They don't want to leave from yellow line to the red line. They try to save a saving area, a safe area in Gaza, take at least 25% from Gaza. So all what happened in Gaza and the West Bank, they try also to take at least 50% of the West Bank to move to Israel control. Sorry.
That's okay.
But all of this will stop when Donald Trump made a lot of pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu to move to the second phase. We know all that is a main condition of Benjamin Netanyahu to move to the second phase is Hamas disarmament. So all analysts talks about weapons in the hand of Hamas, but the real thing that Benjamin Netanyahu wants is the map of the tunnel under Gaza. That is the weapon that Benjamin Netanyahu mean. He wants to destroy any tunnels under Gaza, and if he doesn't the map of the tunnels, he will try to make a lot of pressure on Hamas. He will try to make a lot of pressure by the West Bank to force Hamas to accept to be disarmed and give United States the map of tunnels.
Yep, Dr. Elezaby, there have been a very significant meeting between Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump in the time of the Christmas in the White House. Many experts, they do believe that Netanyahu got new carte blanche for going through more expansions in the Palestinian districts and Palestinian territories within this meeting, and they draw the new what's the so-called roadmap for the new Gaza, but just keeping on the grounding of the disarmament of Hamas and etc., and this is the reason and that's why. What's your take also on this?
Well, map for Gaza, and we know that the dream of Donald Trump is to make Rivera in Gaza. So always Benjamin Netanyahu talk, he wanted to start in the second phase the reconstruction on the south of Gaza, especially in Rafah area. But Egypt and Qatar insist to start from the north of Gaza to end the dream of Benjamin Netanyahu to divide Gaza to many areas. Egypt, especially His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, know what Benjamin Netanyahu wants to do, and he made a great diplomatic effort to make that dream to fail for Benjamin Netanyahu and the government, the Israeli government. I think that the Egyptian diplomatic effort with Qatar will succeed to end that map, will not accept to divide Gaza to many areas, will not accept to immigrate Gazan people, especially that they will make a pressure on Donald Trump to force Benjamin Netanyahu to move to the second phase. In the meeting between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, reportedly agreed to proceed with Trump committing to support Israeli military action if Hamas fails to disarm. So Benjamin Netanyahu succeed to take a word from Donald Trump to support the Israeli army to disarm Hamas. Expectation point to a potential transition announcement in early 2026. So details remain unresolved and going on violations. That's what Benjamin Netanyahu wants to make the violations to force Hamas to be disarmed.
Yep, in the West Bank, Dr. Elezaby, Israeli occupation forces detained 3 Palestinians from the towns in the northern parts of the occupied territory and also stormed into the northern Qalqilia city as well as refugee camps. And also the settlers in the West Bank, they're committing many crimes against the Palestinians over there in Jenin, and the burning the agricultural, the landscapes of the Palestinians, etc. Well, the issue of that Benjamin Netanyahu is putting the United States under pressure or vice versa. It's a controversial issue. What do you think? Who's putting the other under pressure? Or it's only a show in the front of the world and everything is like going smoothly upon agreement between them to really divide Gaza and to go for the project of Donald Trump of transferring Gaza Strip into a Riviera of the Middle East?
We can say that still Benjamin Netanyahu wants to have the half of West Bank, especially after the announce of United States in the first phase of Donald Trump to be a president of United States, when he moved the embassy of the United States to Jerusalem. As of January 7th, the West Bank remains a focal point of escalation tensions in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Key developments include intensified Israeli settlement expansion, military operation, and reports of violence, displacement, and humanitarian challenges. These events are unfolded against a backdrop of over 2 years of heightened conflict since October 2023, with the United Nations and the other international bodies documenting a sharp desertification, documenting in the human rights situation. The area of the West Bank, home to approximately 3 million Palestinian and over 500,000 Israeli settlers divided into areas which called A, B, and C under the Oslo Accords, with Israeli maintenance full control of Area C. About 60% of the territory. Recent actions have fueled debates over security needs, especially that Benjamin Netanyahu, as I said, wants to put his hand on the half of the West Bank.
Well, anyway, most of the experts, they do believe that the United States and Israel is setting a real new world order by what they are doing. Even the American President Donald Trump, even the latest movements in Venezuela, and even the violations of the Israeli occupation forces in Gaza, Syria, and Lebanon, everywhere over there. And lately, of course, the Israeli projects over there in Somaliland to dominate the area of the Red Sea, and to start with their project, to proceed with their plans to displace the Palestinians to the Somaliland. Well, we are unfortunately run out of time, and this is an open question always, what it takes to get Israeli occupation forces to get back and to stop the violations against the Palestinians, the Lebanese and the Syrians. Well, Dr. Mohamed Elezaby, expert and of the international relations, many thanks for being with us and for your insights.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a real open question. I think nobody can even answer it. And by this, we come to the end of our special edition for now. Many thanks for watching, and from myself, Hanan El-Ful.